I can tell you of the three people, it often feels like just two on that debate stage actually love New York.
Last time I spoke to you, you said that your number one opponent was actually President Trump, who just this week said it looks like we're going to have a communist for mayor. Now, we've seen him send the National Guard agents to other cities, including Portland. They've tried to stop it. It has failed. At the debate, Andrew Cuomo said if you win, Donald Trump will be Mayor Trump. So what can you do to stand up against President Trump in an issue about ICE, so on and so forth? Or is it inevitable?
Look, we have to understand that his threats are inevitable. The question is how we actually respond to them. And Andrew Cuomo is too busy cashing checks from Donald Trump's billionaire donors to actually formulate a plan to respond. When Donald Trump sent ICE agents into Los Angeles, Andrew Cuomo told New Yorkers to not overreact. We're now seeing those same tactics be used right here in New York City, with ICE agents being sent to Canal Street to brutalize street vendors. We have to ask ourselves who will be best positioned to respond to this. And my plan will be to ensure that we defend New Yorkers' rights, that we work with our Attorney General, with our governor, to actually have a unified response.
How?
And not, sorry?
How?
Because what we will use is the courts, right? We've seen in California, the governor, the attorney general, the mayor came together. They put a lawsuit forward that a federal judge found in their favor that the deployment of the National Guard was illegal. And the attorney general there has found that for every dollar they spend on legal fees, they've recovered $30,000 in federal funds that would have otherwise been stripped of them. What we have here right now is a crisis of leadership. And Andrew Cuomo today accepted the endorsement of a mayor who has sought to have the greatest amount of collaboration possible with the Trump administration, all to save his own skin. That's the kind of politics they have on offer. How to sacrifice the people you're supposed to serve to keep yourself out of jail.
I want to talk about the Canal Street raids in a second, but in the same comments that President Trump was calling you a communist, he said, I think I have an obligation to speak with him. And it seemed like he was open to having this dialogue with you if you were to win. So you win, right? What happens? You pick up the phone. What's the solution with Donald Trump?
Speak with anybody?
I'm asking him to deliver on reducing the cost of living. And I'm asking that because that's one of the key points that he ran on when he became the president of this country. How to make groceries cheaper, how to actually make it easier to afford life in the city and in this country. If he wants to work together on that, I will be ready from day one. But if he wants to spend his time instead persecuting his political enemies and creating the single largest deportation force in American history, then I will be there to fight him every single step of the way.
Do you think he'd be open to conversations about what you discussed?
I think there's a possibility. I always leave the door open to anyone that I'm speaking to if they want to work together to help this city. And that's why in this campaign, I haven't just been speaking to Democrats. I've been speaking to independents, Republicans, unaffiliated voters, because the affordability crisis affects all of us. It's bad for every single New Yorker. And so it's time to have a politics that's open to working with everyone if it means serving all of those same people.